There's always a workbench somewhere. Well, it didn't walk too bad. You saw me taking routine breaks while I was cutting, because you have to have a lot of pressure on that saw. Got to have a lot of pressure on that saw, or else what's going to happen is it's going to walk. The other problem is, as you can see towards the end there, it got a little burnt on the tape, because sometimes you got to do what you got to do. The metal starts moving, things start twisting around, and you got to put the pressure on it, and you got to go ahead and increase the angle too. You can't go too short on the angle. You got to go kind of drastic on the angle to get it to give you the straightest line possible, you know, under the circumstances. If you don't have a big damn lathe and everything set up, you know, this is how you got to do it, man. This is how you got to do it. So, as you can see, came out pretty damn straight. Believe it or not, this thing needs probably another 3 or 4 cuts to get it right. So, if this one walked, that's okay. I did a safety cut, we'll say, where if it walked, it wasn't going to be a problem. It wasn't going to ruin the project. But I did this particular cut, so if it did walk, I could learn from it and go from there, and I didn't completely ruin anything. So we need to take about 30 inches out of here, so and go from a 6-post to a 4-post. So that being said, I mean, obviously we're going to need to cut more, but I wanted to see what it can do and how it could do it. And obviously it's not under the most ideal circumstances. I mean, yeah, it'd be great to have some kind of a bench or some kind of a way of having this thing jigged up, but under the circumstances, I don't have that. Nor do I have time to be playing around building a custom bench out of 2x4. So here we are so far. First cut. All right. know it don't look like much. But would you believe I got 12 hours tied up into that? Yeah, I know. All right. Oh. A lot of details, a lot of measurements. And it's interesting because last night, when I was done working on it, got late, got dark, it was time to go. And I just sat back and I thought to myself, was it worth it? You know, 12 hours. Damn, that's too much time. You see all the pieces and cuts and sections and sink, and it's a lot. I gotta cut this down next and resize this. And again, not only does it have to be shorter, but it also has to be narrower, because it's just not going to fit where I'm putting it. It's going to hit the slide. We don't want that. So that's where we're at with this. And again, I was hoping it wouldn't take as much time, but it was great therapy, I got to tell you. It was a tough weekend for me. I had some family functions going on, and I had some family situations going on all at the same time, and it's just very stressful for me. So I needed to come out here and just have my mind disappear and get my therapy on, man. And it worked. So again, I will go ahead and highly recommend, regardless. It's really not whether or not it's cost effective and the time that you're spending on it. It's more along the lines of a personal investment, you know, therapy. That's why I do a lot of this stuff. It's because it helps me. It helps me cope with the day to day. It helps me cope with being a business owner, small business owner, and the struggles that come with that, especially now. It helps me to be a husband of 20 plus years. It helps me to deal with 2 kids, father of 2 kids, and mortality in itself, you know. So I can only recommend that you keep doing it and you keep pushing it. A lot of good vibes come out of it. It's a lot of detox, you know. I forget where I'm at when I'm out here, and I just keep going and going and going. And I have my wife bring me food, and you know, hey, we're making it. You know, the dream is to get out here and to get these projects done, and you know, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. So, you know, lots of good things going on, and I encourage you to do the same, and keep watching. There's more to come.